All right, guys, so I have this 2005 2500 Chevy Silverado 6.0. So I bought this truck back in the winter time, and I started having heater slash AC problems. So when I first bought the truck, it was fine. I think it was actually a nice day, so I totally missed to check the heater and AC. So I come home, and if you put the defroster, it'll warm up the truck. Find Macy in your app. But when you try to pull down to throw air through the air vents, driver's side would be cold, passenger side would be warm. I did some research. I found out that it was a little module down here underneath your glove box. So that basically controls your flap that distributes the heat from one side to another. So I ended up just taking it off because honestly, like I said, we're in the middle of winter and we still kind of are. It's February going into March right now. So I took it off. I just kind of use these pliers here just to kind of hold it so the air would kind of flow to the driver's side, the heat. But then right now it's starting to warm up, so it gets hot in here. So as you guys know, whenever you guys are driving, the air will still kind of kick on even if it's off. So even if I put it into cold, driver's side would still be warm and passenger side would be warm, even if I had it in cold or even if I opened the flap down there. So that was one of the problems, and like I said, that was this module here, kind of controls your flap. So model number 604-121-837, and I picked this up at O'Reilly's. 604-121 air door actuator. So change that. That's working fine now. So then I bought this AC Pro refiller, and you're supposed to use your lower, so it's actually this one up here in the 2005. You have these two. Even if you try it, it won't fit on this one. So I mean, it'll only fit on one of them, so you can't go wrong. So I tried putting it on, and it would throw it all the way to the red, which it says see instructions, and that you might have a technical problem. So what I'm thinking is that the people that had it previously had the same issue. They just didn't want to deal with it. Maybe that's why they sold it in the wintertime. But I just came in here and just kind of let the air out of the system. And you can hear it now, you see? So I think that little valve there, it's kind of like a bicycle tube. And I think it's stuck in there. So I tried poking it out with a screwdriver, but it doesn't come out. So what I did is I just let this thing kind of run for a couple of minutes and just kind of let the air out. And then I would come back and refill this, and it would actually go back down to low or to the 30 and filled. And I just kept doing that, and now it's working fine. So if you're having that problem, you just might need to bleed out the air in your system. And I know they say it's you're not supposed to do it, but now you can feel the air on both sides. It's actually pretty cold now. It was like it went from like 90 degrees to like 40 degrees.